Papa Megs came out with another YouTube video burying NFL kickers yesterday.
Megs?
He was having trouble finding a stadium. Now he lives in California, and he had this high school kid to let him into a stadium and was bombing 65-yard field goals. Do you think that kid was just trying to get some scouts on him or get some attention on himself by letting him in that stadium, or what?
Let me tell you about me. Thank you for your call, Matt. Papa Meigs, friend of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Went to Michigan State.
He did a video, I think, like a week ago where he got a Troy Polamalu jersey, and he put my face in the middle of it as I was scared. I was like, hey, Meigs, Meigs, listen, don't bring back that PTSD moment for me, Papa Meigs. And he did. He got clipped and sent to me a bunch, so I had to relive Troy Polamalu potentially ruining my life. And last year, Meigs did this because he's a high school kicker from Michigan who's down, and he made all the kicks that were missed in week 1. And he made them all, he made them all. This year, though, with the way the NFL started, I thought there was a chance Papa Meigs gets signed to a fucking team. I thought there was a chance at one point. I was like, Papa Meigs might make the NFL. Destroying, I think he's probably going to get it with the way it was starting. Now, this last week, by the way, it was a bounce back week for the brand. It's game winners. There's a lot of kicks and things like that. But that first week, I thought the brand was collapsing completely. And I'm like, you know what? It's time for a new age, new generation. Get these internet kids on the field. But the guys have bounced back, and I'm not giving up hope on old Meigs or destroying or anybody like that. But last year, I thought what he did was a little bit rude. This year, I'm like, hey, go and get it, Meigs.
Take your shot.
Go do what you got to do.
Is Meigs going to kick for the Jags today?
I know.
I was just out hunting around in a field, and I want to know, how do I get better? I want to know, like, your driving range tips for getting a little more distance on the ball.
Well, have you ever kicked anything before this particular time, or are you just a novice?
I played soccer in high school, more of a defender, so blow it out of bounds, but just kind of kicking it around. Everyone throws it around as a quarterback, but kind of a backyard punter, COVID-friendly activities.
I want to let you know that in Australia, they do that. They say, let's go have a kick.
Have a kick.
With the Aussie rules football. We had an Australian punter come into our training camp. He was a leg. I forget his name. I wish I do. But before practice one day, I'm just chilling or whatever, and he comes up to me and he's like, you want to have a kick? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But what do we? And he just stood like 10 yards away, and we just literally played catch, kicking the ball back and forth. And he was 7,000 times better than me at that. Just a 10-yard kick back and forth. I was missing him. He was like, oh, I go. He's like, and then he would punt it back. He was so much better than me. And I was like, this guy, I don't know how he does it. And he was good. I could just kick it. I could bomb it.
Hard.
I couldn't do the touch, but they do a lot of that. I hope kids start, just kicking the ball around in the backyard. Yeah. I like what you're doing over there, Josh. If I were you, Josh, drop it flat, point your toe, swing straight through it as hard as you can.
Is that the Vince Papale of punters? Just called in.
Josh from Philly.
Yeah, is he about to be the punter for the Eagles next week?
Probably.
Hey, you should see his 40 time too, man.
Oh,
yeah. I heard that's all a lie too, huh? That entire movie.
Wait, he wasn't playing football out in the streets and getting tackled into cars, like every day of the week?
No, maybe he was.
I don't think so.
Whoa, you guys. I mean, you guys are unbelievable.
Don't you guys be? I said right as if like I heard this from somebody else.
Yeah, probably these toxic guys.
Hey, Invincible, by the way, one of the better football movies.
Oh, pretty good.
Because it's
pretty
true.
good. Because it's about 95% Hollywood bullshit.
Oh,
he was invincible.
Let's go to Matt in Pennsylvania. What's going on, Matt?
Footage.
That might have been my first Disney movie.